Hey everyone, it's Jessica here with another layout for the Bramble Fox design team. Today I'm using the Snap Happy Perspectives along with that little camera and paper snips number 53. I'm also going to be pulling out some dies and stamps from the shop as well as a stencil. So I've got all these photos of my sweet little baby girl. I don't know if anybody else likes to snap 1,000 photos like I do, but I had about 20 of these printed out and I had to narrow that down to just these 4. So I've narrowed it down. I've matted them in a little film strip here, and I just matted them with some smooth white cardstock first, and then I chose a 49 and Market striped paper, which is my all-time favorite paper ever. I have a ton of sheets of those and I love them so much. I just ordered them in bulk. And I created my little film strip there. I'm also going to pull out these little dies by Bramble Fox, and here is my well-loved Big Shot machine. I'm just going to run that through real quick. I have to use a shim with mine because I use the Magic Mat, and it seems like it's a little bit thinner with that along with my magnetic platform, so I just put a shim in there with like a few sheets of cardstock. So that's why mine looks a little bit different. But I am just going to staple that border strip on there that I just cut out and just create another element on the side there. I've got my Snap Happy perspective along with that cute little camera pulled in, and I'm grabbing these little paper snips. So I cut most of them apart already using the die that coordinates with the paper snips to actually cut out that bottom section. So I've already ran that through previously, and I'm just pulling some things in from these paper snips to scatter about my layout. So I'm grabbing these little wordy bits. I'm going to scatter these right here. This is actually a super fast layout for me. I actually did 3 layouts yesterday, and all of them each took me about half an hour a piece, which is so fast for me. I'm not used to being that fast of a scrapper. Usually it takes me a couple hours or even walking away for a day or two and coming back. So yeah, I'm not used to actually finishing something that fast. So here I've just got some doodle stamps from the shop, and I'm just going to stamp these little X's here with some black archival ink. And I've got my little border strip here that I've cut on my Big Shot machine as well. Those border dies are from a different company called Spellbinders, and I just have them in my stash, so I figured I would throw one of those on there. That paper that I grabbed is actually a pink paper from an older Cocoa Vanilla collection, which has been in my stash for quite some time, but I remember that I had that paper. I needed to pull in something pink on that side to kind of balance out all the black and white, so I thought that paper would just be perfect. It's got little cute hearts on it and just goes so sweetly with my little baby girl. I've got these little round cut apart pieces from the paper snips. I'm actually going to add some of the epoxy flare things to make them into epoxy buttons. And you can grab those separately from the shop as well. It comes in a set of 5 of them, so they're just clear little button things that they're just adhesive and they stick right on, and it creates those flares for you. So I've got my title piece already glued down. I'm using my Nuvo glue and tape runner today. So I've got all these little wordy bits that I need to adhere down. I'm just going to stick those down real quick with my Nuvo glue, and I am going to make those into flares. I'm going to actually grab some glue dots and create my glue dot sandwich. I know I say that all the time in all of my videos, but that's what I call it. I usually put some thread behind my flare buttons, and I like to create a glue dot sandwich using one glue dot on the round flare itself, and then putting my thread twiddled behind there, and then putting another glue dot to actually adhere it down to the page, and it helps stick all that together. So here I've got my thread that I'm twiddling. I'm just wrapping it around in circles, kind of fussing with it just a little bit. Don't fuss with it too much, because if you fuss with it too much, then it's not going to go the way that you want it to, and you'll just be too particular about it. So I just kind of tuck it around, and wherever it wants to flow, I just kind of leave it go. I'm going to do the same one with this flare as well, only we're going to put that on the left side, and yeah, I'm just going to twiddle it around the same way. Create that glue dot sandwich, and then stick it down to the page. My baby girl just hopped in here. She's on the bottom right of the frame, kind of stealing all my stuff as per usual. I didn't like that thread at the top, so I'm going to end up pulling that down to the bottom right there. And I'm going to grab these pretty little studio little stitch stickers here, and I'm going to add a few of those to my layout. I have added my date stamp there with an Ellie's Studio tab stamp and my Paige Evans roller date stamp on top of that. And I'm just finishing this up. So this was so fast. I love how layouts come together so quickly with pre-made background paper like this one from 49 and Market and Bramble Fox goodies. It's so easy and simple. I just love it. So this one will go in my book. I'm going to finish this one off by pulling out this stencil. This is a Starburst stencil, and I'm just using a permanent marker. I know, cringe, because it's permanent and it's going to get on my stencil, right? I don't care. It's fine. I didn't feel like pulling out another Distress ink or a different color or my blending brushes and getting it all over the place. So here's the finished layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you've gotten some tips today and some inspiration, and I'll link everything that I used down below in the description if you want to grab anything from the shop. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.